inject some excitement. It's like if the Warriors disband. Everybody's like, oh shit, we got a chance now.
But does that make the East in 2 years?
I think this playoffs in the East is gonna be crazy. I have no idea.
If Kevin Durant goes to the Knicks.
I mean, even if KD stays,
I'm trying to pull some people from over the West.
I mean, even if KD stays, like you got like a lot of guys. I mean, you got like Zach LaVine, you got Trae Young. Blake's had a career year. You got. LaVine? Yeah, I mean, like, I think you have a lot of young stars coming up in the East. You got, I mean, Vooch, you never know if Vooch stays with Orlando. Orlando's back in the playoffs. Now you haven't seen that in a minute. D'Lo. The Pacers are good. Kyrie's in the East still. Like, I think this Eastern Conference playoffs this year is going to be one of the best in... I think this playoffs this year could be... I mean, I think last year was fire. I think this year could top last year. Especially in the East. The fact that we know the fact we know we're getting a new representative from the for the East in the finals is excitement enough.
No, I'm with that. But the East in 2 years is not going to be more exciting or talent driven.
I don't know, man. You got
in the West.
You got Trey. You got Ice Trey the gang, bro.
You got Trey. You got. I mean, the Bradley Beal been playing incredible. You got Colin with the Cavs. Colin and Kevin Love. I think the Knicks are getting fucking somebody. Really, the only teams that are in bad positions are the Heat and the Hornets
and the Bulls.
No,
the Hornets because Kemba Walker they start. And if he leave, they ain't got nobody.
But if they leave, they'll suck.
Zach LaVine is still not an all-star, so
he could be one next year. I mean, he's giving you 24 points this year. He could realistically give you 25, 26 next year, and also with better defense. He said that he knows he needs to improve.
If it was still set up the same way, the East and West, you pick the best 15 or 12 from the East. He could be. No,
I mean you still pick the best 12 from the both conferences. They just do a draft.
Yeah, they do that. I don't see that.
I mean, look,
and obviously I'm a Bulls fan. I just don't
Siakam as well. He's a young guy. Siakam, Simmons, Embiid. You got a lot of talent now. Like I said, D'Lo. Even like a guy like Mitchell Robinson with the Knicks. You got a lot of talent out east now. Laurie.
Yeah.
You got talent out east. Yeah. You never know where Zion will end up. You never know where Ja will end up. You never know where RJ will end up. They realistically could all end up out east. You got a lot of talent out east now. I think we about usually, which is also why people making a big deal about it. Like I kind of didn't like because it just goes in waves. In the '80s, the West was shit. In the '90s, the East was. In the '80s, the West was shit, and the East was dominant conference. That's why the Lakers just ran through that shit damn near every year. It was fucking terrible. The best team you had was the Rockets for like a year until Ralph Sampson couldn't recover from his injuries. Then you had the Mavericks, but with the Mark Aguirre led Mavericks, who had some good teams, but whatever. Then the '90s, I want to say the West in the '90s. Then the early 2000s. I mean, so it just goes in waves, and I think we just get to that point where it's gonna be the East turn to be the best conference.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think it depends on just the pendulum depends on if Kevin Durant stays in Golden State. If he stays in Golden State, then you have a situation of where they're going to continue to rain down hell on the NBA until one of those guys get old or hurt as fuck in the future. And I don't think that none of those guys really have games that are wild enough for them to get hurt. I think the one wild card is Draymond, and get rid of Draymond. I've been saying it for a couple years. Draymond is the odd man out. He deserves to be the odd man out. He's the least talented. He's the most built off of hard work more than skill. And I think all those other guys are way...
Unfair. Draymond's pretty skilled.
No, he's not.
He's skilled.
No, he's not.
It's not natural talent, but he's very...
He's Patrick Beverly if Patrick Beverly was 6'7".
I'm starting to question your idea of skill.
Yeah, he don't know what the fuck skill is. He really don't know what skill is.
No.
He dead ass don't know what that shit is.
I think Draymond's a good passer. I mean, even rebounding is a skill. You got to box out to be that size and put up his numbers. He's pretty skilled. To be that size and be that good defensively is a skill. It's a skill.
No, it's not. It's not a skill. It's not a skill.
You got to know how to box out.
He's 6'7" Pat Bev, and I got respect for Pat Bev, so I'm not disrespecting Pat Bev.
Pat Bev is pretty skilled.
No, I'm not disrespecting Pat Bev. This is actually a compliment to Pat Bev. Draymond won Defensive Player of the Year and is perennially known as one of the best defenders. But Draymond, if we're talking about players and options in terms of expendable options, Patrick Beverley is an expendable option. Draymond
not really.
Green
For the Clippers, not really.
Yeah, for this team. But if he was on any other team with a true star on it, he would be expendable. Draymond Green is expendable. If they decide to trade Draymond Green and for some bench players and bring back and keep Boogie, I'm fine with that.
Warriors gonna be back.
Like, I mean, you still gonna be fine. Like, it just depends on where Kevin Durant goes. If Kevin Durant says, I like this, I want to keep winning, I want to try to win 6 in a row, then great. That's a personal challenge that all of them gonna have to take, especially now that Steph is locked up and Klay is gonna be locked up and you can potentially keep KD. The reason why we heard Draymond didn't want KD and was saying what he was saying to KD was because he was, you taking my money.
Yeah.
Well, if the money's gone, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're not that valuable. Everybody knows it, including Draymond. Him not making the All-Star team this year was the worst thing that could have happened to him.
Yeah, I think he's the second most valuable player on that team. I think they can win more games without Kevin Durant than they could without Draymond Green, even as it stands right now. But I think Kevin Durant's the best player
that they have right now.
Yeah, but I still think that Kevin Durant's the best player on the team. But I think most valuable is a tie between Steph and Draymond. When Draymond plays great, you know it. And when Draymond is ass, you also know it. When Draymond is ass, the Warriors don't look good.
Yeah, because he's ass and he's out there wasting possession, scoring fucking 5, giving you 5, and 3. Like, that's not... When he's ass, that's why when he's ass, because he's literally... And he can't shoot. It's a joke. We all make jokes about this man shooting like he got a fucking backpack on. Stop,
Like, how many guys in the league that you can find can do exactly what Draymond does? It's very few.
You don't need anybody to do Draymond does. You got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, man. Stop that. They're all better without the ball. You're wild, big fella. You're wild, big fella.
That's the only one that's better with the ball.
You're wild, big fella. You must have forgot when Steph Curry was averaging 7.5 plus assists.
And he was, losing the first round? That wasn't MVP Steph. He was an all-star. That wasn't MVP Steph.
That was early Steph coming off ankle injuries.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's not the best version of Steph Curry. The best version of Steph Curry is when Steve Kerr got there. So
you telling me that the best version of Steph Curry right now won't be able to give you 8 assists a game?
Yeah, but I don't think
shut the fuck up.
But hold on, wait. Yes, but that's not... But Steph holding the ball and playing the point guard position isn't the best version of Steph Curry.
If Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant still on the floor, you telling me they gonna have problems?
Look,
really?
Listen.
Come on, man.
If we talking about the true definition of what a point guard is, I don't think Steph Curry is the best point guard in the NBA. Now, if you're talking about shooter, if you want to put him at the 2 guard, like when Glasses was here, if you put him at the 2 guard, he might be the best 2 guard in the league. He's been playing 2 guard for the past 4 or 5 years, for the most part. So again, and he's easier to guard with the ball. You just put somebody big on him and run him off 3-point line. But when he don't have the ball, it takes much more focus and it's much harder to guard that man. When he run around 9 million fucking screens, much harder to guard that man. Who in the league can you get? Unless you want KD to do what Draymond does offensively, which will work. But then defensively, who's going to do what Draymond does? Draymond is still a top 5 defender in the league. And the one thing about the Warriors, like, yeah, the offense is cute, that's great. But when they're winning championships, because the defense is also, they're one of the best defensive teams in the league as well. When they went 73-9, didn't they have the best defensive league, if I'm not mistaken?
Montrezl Harrell couldn't replace Draymond Green?
No.
I'm sleep.
No.
I'm sleep.
No.
All right, anyways, getting close to getting out of here. All right, let's go ahead. Let's wrap this up. Zion, Duke. Obviously, we talked about him in the last episode. We had arguments.
Larry Johnson 2.0.
Easy. What are your thoughts about Zion? Really quickly, we got a minute left. What do you feel about Zion and where he's going to go?
He look like
I think that's like Larry Johnson is a great comparison for Zion.
No, he's not.
I think that he's a guy who can probably get you 20 and 10, but he's going to need a point guard to give him the ball. He's an undersized power forward, but I think that he'll be good. He has